Hi Woolly Thistlers, it's Rachel from Barkland Croft here on Fair Isle. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments that you've made about my last two videos. I really do appreciate it. So as you can see, I'm not on the croft at the moment. I'm here in our chapel here on Fair Isle, and one of the volunteer positions I have is that I'm the chapel organist. So just having a quick practice of the hymns before today's service. We're just in the simmer dim, which is when we have almost 24 hours of daylight in the day, and this photo was taken at midnight, and then these next photos were taken just after 3 a.m. and you can already see how light it is outside. The caddy lambs are growing at a rate of knots still, and some of you may remember Tiny Lamb from my last video. When he was born, he was about a third of the size of his big sister. Well, he went to see his sister a couple of days ago, and although it's not quite as obvious as when he was born, you can still see the difference in size between them. But I think they definitely recognised each other. You might recall I had a beautiful little caddy lamb called Juniper, who I was absolutely mad about. Well, life can be very cruel, and she unfortunately got bloat, and although I did everything I could for her, it wasn't enough, and she sadly died. And although that was a month ago, I'm still really upset about it. To try and cheer ourselves up, we got dressed up for the Eurovision Song Contest. Saucepan put his flags up to decorate the stage and was most upset when Violet pulled them down trying to eat them. Hi, I'm Tiny Lamb and I'm part of Fair Isle's entry for Eurovision. Come and meet my pals who are in the group with me. Where are you? Come on. Cameras are on. Here's Big Girl. Saucepan, Fuzzy Felt and Violet, and we're really excited to be representing Fair Isle tonight in the Eurovision Song Contest. Okay, come on guys, let's go for one last practice, come on! On a typically foggy June day, just in the veg plot, and with Tortuga Cat there, and things are just about starting to grow here, which is great. Our growing season's typically about 2 months behind the rest of the UK, so it's nice to finally see some seedlings and things popping up. The strawberries are also ripening, and the swallows have started returning as well. I've also been doing some more beach cleans, removing plastic waste as part of the clean-up challenge, keeping the beaches clean and tidy. We also had a big spring clean at the museum in readiness for opening for any visitors we get. And we finally got a bit of warmer weather, so I've started clipping the sheep. This one here is Ludo, who didn't have the best fleece for me to be filming, so it's not quite as polished a technique as I would have hoped to show you, but at least it gives you a rough idea of how the fleece is taken off. And this is how I clip all my sheep. They're all done by hand. I don't have any electric clippers or anything like that. And as you can see, the cat and some of the other sheep are taking a good deal of interest in what's happening to Ludo. I think her friends are saying, "What on earth happened to you?" Saucepan has been a great help in the garden. He's been carrying pots, digging with the fork, carrying buckets. He's even been teaching Tiny Lamb and Fuzzy Felt to carry buckets, and he's been teaching Violet how to stack little plant pots too, and showing her how to pick up bigger pots with his leg. Finally, onto some woolly news, and I'm so excited to share with you that the wool that I had spun at Uist Wool has finally arrived. So in between Violet and Tiny Lamb checking it for softness and Scampy Cat carrying out her own quality control checks on it, I've got some swatches knitted up, and this will give you an idea of what it looks like. So it's DK weight yarn, and it will be for sale in 100-gram skeins, and hopefully I'll have more news for you in my next video.